going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews, and of course, you know who I am. I am Mr. Fat Boy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's time, baby. It's time to finally review Ganymede. It's been coming. I finally got my full feelings on it. Finally got it in last week, and I'm ready to share my thoughts on this one with you. Stay tuned for a bougie versus budget double dip style down the road, comparing the clones to the Ganymede original. We're gonna get all up in it, but before we do that, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing the love. And if you are new, hit the like and subscribe and join the Fat Boy family. We love to have you. This is a place of positivity, of energy, and I promise you I'll always bring it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this video, baby. You know how we do it. No edits, no do-overs. I do one take and I get it right. The Ganymede review is coming right up, baby. Let's do it. Here we go, and here is the fragrance we're talking about, and that is Ganymede. All right, so as I pull it out the sleeve right here, and I grab my phone too, because I've got the notes ready on my phone. We'll do that in a second, but let's go ahead and check out the box. It has this little sleeve around there, and you can always, this one, I did a little research on it. This one does have the holographic marker at the top. Hard to see, but it's right here. So you can see that when this sleeve is in there, it goes in there like this. It should look something like this when you have it in there. And that's the way your box should look in the back. So real deal here, no doubt. Let's go and take it out of the box, show it off. It says the name of the Marc Anthony Barrios of Paris. Alright, so there it is. It's got some information on the back, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure it's got a batch code somewhere, but let's go and pull it out of the box. It's not really a fancy box. It's okay, but it's not a big deal. But there you go. There's the fragrance in the box, Ganymede. I do love the bottle. They do come with this little book right here that talks about all the fragrances in the lineup. And I tell you what, if they're this quality, I might have to check out a couple more before it's all over with. But Ganymede is described to him as, and look at the awards this fragrance has won. This fragrance came out in 2020. It's won like 4 awards on here. It's nuts. This fragrance is very well thought of in the fragrance community. I didn't know about it until Dua came along and did it. So this is another reason why I tell you to support clone houses, especially ones like Dua, because they do fragrances that sometimes none of us have heard of, introduces to so many other things. It doesn't stop me from buying the real deal. I still bought it. All right, so let's take a good look at the bottle. Here we go. And it's got a gold plaque on the front, or a gold sticker on the front, blah, blah, blah on the bottom. And when I say blah blah, I mean batch code stuff. That's not my I'm not going to tell you about the history of the fragrance, the batch code, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you if it smells good, it makes me feel good, okay? All right, so this one right here is available at the fatboyfragrance.com store from a small size of a 1 ml all the way up to a 5 ml. I think I did maybe 1 10 ml of this, not a lot. Frankly, I don't really want to sell most of this one. I probably want to sell about 60%. I want to keep 40 for myself. That's the way I look at it, and I'll still wear the clones because I like the scent profile. Alright, so the notes on this bad boy are, in the opening we have, and I love the fact there's only like 7 or 8 notes in this thing. That's another plus. Mineral notes, saffron, suede, some kind of wood, violet, immortelle, which is like a floral fragrance, floral note, Italian mandarin, and Chinese asmus. This is considered a mineral, warm, spicy, fresh, aquatic fragrance with some woody notes to it. Okay, so Where people have a problem with this fragrance, Ganymede, is in the opening. It feels a little harsh or synthetic or burnt plastic or wire. I've heard it all. And I guess it's the mineral vibe that you're getting. I have not been a huge fan of anything with minerals in it. That's why when I saw the cupbearer, I was like, I'm going to get it to put in the store, but it's not going to make the yeah. The minute I smell it, it was a yeah, and it was a love at first sniff, just like Tygar. This is like Tygar for me. I could wear this every day. No doubt I could wear this fragrance every day. Why I don't wear it every day, it's because my wife doesn't appreciate it as much as I do. She loves Tygar. It's a fragrance that's not going to... It's a more challenging fragrance. It can't be a signature scent for me. But I can see this being a signature scent for a lot of people. So let's go ahead and take one more good look at the bottle. You saw the notes. Let's go ahead and put it in the air and put it on the skin, because I put my skin on the line for y'all all the time, baby. No tester strips here. Well, man, I got some, but I don't use them. All right, here we go. Speaking of that, my wife picked me up a bunch of tester strips when she was in the mall the other day. I gotta get those for her for the do-a-haul video. All right, so, man, this thing, I don't have to spray in the air. It's everywhere already. You gotta understand the power of this fragrance. It is very powerful. Super aromatic. It's going to just swallow the air up. Whatever you have going on is replaced by this, and it just swallows it up, eats everything up it touches. I pick up, see, with this one, there's almost this little bit of this booty vibe that I get. Maybe it's from the minerals or from the saffron, I'm not sure, but I like it. It reminds me a little bit in the opening, to the mid, not the top, but like the middle, end of the top opening, end of the opening to the mid on Triple X is what kind of reminds me of a little bit. It's got that booty funk to it, and I like this one. It's definitely not a fecal kind of vibe at all. It's just a blast of spicy mineral, almost like a saffron sazon vibe. If you know about sazon, it's kind of almost like I could season this on a beef, on some meat, and cook it. I'm being serious. It's a weird vibe, and I get why people don't like it. But what I think that the OG does, the original does, that the clones cannot reproduce well, is the citrus vibe I get from it. It definitely is an aquatic fragrance. It's definitely a fragrance I could wear in the summer or the winter. It's a year-round fragrance. Oh, man. I just love this fragrance. I would have never went for this fragrance 2 years ago. It's just something about growing in your journey where you find something that's really moving. And I gotta say, it probably started with Tygar, because I don't think I would have went for Tygar a year or two ago either. But when I sprayed Tygar in the air, it was both, like, I want to put these together. Like, Dua, please do that. The Tygar and the cupbearer mixed together. The cupbearer is Tygar. I think it'll work. Dua, there you go. Make that. Put my two favorite releases in the last 10 years together. Man. I love this fragrance. As it dries down, it gets a little more citrusy. But in the opening, like I said, it's a warm, spicy, kind of funky. It's going to be funky to some people, and I understand it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But it just has a beautiful niche quality to it. It smells rich. It smells unique. This is a signature scent worthy fragrance that doesn't smell like everything else out there. That should be enough of a ploy for anybody. Price tag on this thing is between $300 to $290. It's very expensive. It's just the way it is. I've seen it maybe $260, but I wouldn't trust the buyer on that one. But for what you get, this fragrance will last you a while. All right, so let's find out if Ganymede gets my full seal approval or not. 100%, 10%, whatever it is, let's find out. Performance through the roof. This thing is amazing. If I was to go my normal spray route, this one, which I did, as I went bam, 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 and then I do my top my hands or my wrists, depending on what kind of shirt I'm wearing. That lit up a room for days. I mean, people still could smell me the next day at work. I said, I still smell that one you wore yesterday. This thing is beast. That's where you get your bang for your buck, no doubt. It has oud stamina, but without the funk of oud. Love this fragrance. Love it. First impressions, absolutely love it. Check the box too. I love the way this fragrance smells when it hits the air. The citrus vibe, the aquatic vibe mixed with the minerally vibe. It's just beautiful. No doubt. Okay. Does the wifey like it? No. She don't like it. But I got several reactions to this one, and they were all positive at work. This one definitely is a positive fragrance. It's definitely going to get people to like it. It's the compliment getter. I don't care what anybody says. This gets a full check too. So far we got 3 full checks. No doubt. And finally, the last box. How much do I recommend it? 100% recommend it. Is it blind bottle worthy? No. Sample this first, please. This is a beautiful fragrance, but that mineral note might be too much for some people. Sample it first. It's a unique fragrance. It is but if you love it, you're either going to love it or hate this one. I do not recommend just flat out buying it unless you got money to spend. I get it. More power to you. But you can sample that Fat Boy fragrance to come in other places. Sample it before you buy it or try one of the clones to make sure you like it. But I tell you what, the real deal is better than the clones. Just saying. And I plan to do a full test on it, but that's the way I feel right now. Okay. Man, I love this fragrance. That's all the time I got. It gets 100% Fat Boy's seal of approval. 100%. No doubt. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Thank you so much for being here. This is my last video I've shot. This is my 6th or 7th video I've shot tonight. Time to go to bed, baby. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay well. And if you smell good and you feel good, then baby, it's going to be all good. Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews is